right, I have my 2 sheets. You can see right here. This one is going to be a 532 maple, and this one is going to be a 532 birch. Keep in mind, I did actually change this score version to an engrave just to keep it consistent with the other map that I did for my friend, because this is a gift for him. With the other map, changing the score to an engrave only added an additional, say, 10 minutes. This one added like an additional 40. So it is a gift. I'm okay with that. I do want to keep it consistent. But that is one of the reasons why a lot of people choose to score, or in light burn, you would bring down the power and adjust the speed, make the speed pretty fast. However, even with the lowest settings, I find my machine often, it's just too powerful. So I tend to just engrave more than score, more than anything, just because I like the results. And again, I can't really find a setting where the scoring actually looks really nice and doesn't go all the way through the material. And this is what I mean. So all of that going on, it's gonna take an hour, 20 minutes, because I did choose to engrave it. And let me just kind of show you what happens when I put the scored version on. Just swapping it out to do the scored version instead of the full engrave, it's already at 35 minutes. So if I would have gone this route, I would have saved a ton of time, and chances are if you are doing this in production mode, you're gonna wanna figure out those settings. But again, this is a gift. I'm okay with using them as it is. Middle layer here, which is the birch. I am gonna just use a little bit of rubbing alcohol to clean it up, and some sandpaper just to kind of get some of the char off. I'm gonna use the same paints that I used with the other one to keep them both consistent. And I'm just gonna paint away. These are acrylic paints that I've gotten from all over. Some of these are from Walmart, some are from Hobby Lobby. These are just literally standard acrylic paints. I'm having some issues with recording, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna take off where it left me. When I am painting this, I am using just my acrylic paint. I am watering it down to do the base layer, and then once I kind of have it like watered down, it gives a watercolored look, then I go over and start painting it more opaquely. Then once I have my base down, I'm gonna just kind of go in and use some of the different colors that I have to kind of bring some depth to it. Do have this paintbrush that I did kind of ruin because I like to dip it in the paint like this and then kind of slowly blot it around. And it might seem a little bit dark at first, but you can also take a paper towel or a sponge and pat it. And I just really like the texture that it gives. I think it's pretty fun. You can also, you know, layer it and everything, do whatever you like best. For the finishing touches, I'm gonna bring in my white to make it look like the trees have a little bit of snow on it. And I'm gonna use the same white to also paint the clouds. For these little tiny trees, I like to take a piece of tape and stick all the little trees to it, because to me it just makes it a little bit easier to paint that way. Once I have them stuck, I'm taking my little brush, dipping it in my acrylic paint with a little bit of water, and I'm just gonna dab all the little trees to make the colors consistent with the same colors that I'm using for the rest of this project. This was something different I wanted to try, but I'm taking some of my plain acrylic paint pens that I have, and I'm going over this little area just to make it pop from the rest of the map. As we can see, it is quite dark. I am going to take this white paint pen that comes with the set, and I'm going to go over it just to make it a lot lighter. Once I'm done doing all of that, I'm going to take my Gorilla Glue and brush it across all of this
so I can get ready to stick them together. To keep everything in place, I'm using these little clamps, and I'm going to clamp all across the different corners. And once I am done clamping, I'm also going to add some weight to it. In this case, am using a couple of marble cutting boards that I have on hand, and I'm letting it set for a minimum of 24 hours. And here we go. I think it came out awesome. Now, this is part of a gift set for my friend, as you can see here. Both of these files are designed by Homestyle Customs. I will include a link with this video in case you would like to make your own maps. But how cool are these? They came out awesome. I can't wait to gift them to my friend.